At the end of the day, you are the prize. You are the energy. You do not have to run or chase after anything. And if you keep doing this, you're going to lower your self-worth, lower your self-esteem, and not tap into the true potential and power of who you really are. And today that stops. How are you doing? How are you feeling? I hope all is well. Let's talk about this. So when you give somebody more energy than they give you, how do you feel? I'm pretty sure you feel like shit. I'm pretty sure you feel bad, you feel down, and you don't feel like you have power. And this is what happens a lot of times when we give more things importance than we give to ourselves. We are ultimately the most important thing that we should be caring about in our lives. And so often, because of society, we praise people like Beyonce, or we look at things like the Statue of Liberty. For some people, that's a cool attraction. But these are all types of pedestals, right? These are things that are some type of a statue or a stature that we give importance to. And sometimes when we want manifestations in our life, whether it's friendships, whether it's a relationship, whether it is a crush, whether it is some type of a good time or some type of business connection or whatever it might be, we give so much importance to the events around us. Almost when those things don't happen, we start to feel there's something wrong with me. I'm shitty. I'm wrong. I need to do better, whatever it is. And this so happens a lot when we're dating, right? We really, really like somebody and we want to get their attention. They don't text us back and we feel bad about ourselves. We want to date someone, they break up with us, and we constantly question all these things and we try to get closure. And all of these things you can definitely have in your life. But how do we get this off? We get this off by recognizing our own power. We stop focusing on giving this so much of our energy and wondering where is the lack coming from? Because anytime that we have something that we're giving more importance to ourselves than us, that means that there's something that's a disconnect. You can still want something and it's okay to want that, but you can also realize that you don't have to have it in order to be happy. And it's something that I struggled with for a long time. Men for me was something that at one point in college, especially when I left my first relationship, I was like, I need to basically fix myself, right? I need to find a fix. So other men was kind of the thing that was for me. And then it was also like wine, even though I still drink wine. I was still like, I need to find this wine on the weekend to have me have some joy in my life. Or I need to go out with friends and that's what would make me feel good. And when you start putting all these other things on a pedestal to make you more happy, to make you feel good, you lose a large part of your own identity. And you start depending on those things or being codependent of another person to feel good about yourself. And it's okay to have relationships, to say, this is what I want in my life. This is the person that I want. But when you become so damn desperate for it that you will do anything, you will lower your self-esteem, you will lower your worth, that is when shit will go left. Because now you have no sense of assertiveness. So how do we get to being assertive or a sense of awareness or a sense of self? Well, number one, we have to assert our boundaries, okay? So when you do this, you have to allow yourself to say, first of all, I am the prize. The reason how I know I'm the prize is because of blank, blank, and blank. So look at yourself and recognize and become aware of what are the things that I'm doing that are not serving me. So for me, at one point, it was constantly checking text messages, constantly checking, DMs, constantly just worrying and compulsating in my head. That's not even a word, but, ruminating in my head about this person, this situation. Getting out of my head and learning to be more aware of what was going on and what was causing me pain allowed me to take a step back and say, okay, I need to take a break. I need to get off my phone. I need to come outside. I need to pause, okay? And that's what has helped me. Another thing that I've learned is that I am more important than anything else on this planet, okay, than anyone else. This is not an egotistical or being some type of snarky asshole. This is really just telling yourself that, hey, I understand I want this relationship. I understand I might want this person, but I have enough love in myself to allow myself to say, I deserve to take care of myself. And me obsessing or being crazy or whatever it is about somebody else is not going to help me out. And this is going to help you to cater to yourself more, give yourself more kind words and more loving energy. When you love yourself and you start to understand that you are the prize alone, when you start to look back at who you are in your mindset, how much you've grown, how you take care of yourself, how you speak to yourself, how you treat yourself after everything you've been through, trauma, breakups, whatever it is, that is going to show you on an unconscious level when you start working on that more and more and more every day, that you really are the prize. And being the prize is all about understanding that you have the power to create what you want. You have the power to say yes to something and say no to something. And that's even in your own mind. You can say, yes, I don't want those thoughts in it anymore. You know, this person is my person and I know that. Or you could say, no, I don't deserve to be desperate enough, you know, to be in this relationship with this friend or work at this job or whatever it might be. And you stop taking so much importance off of what your job says or what, you know, your past partner said or what your parents say or what family or whatever it is. You start realizing that I am the power and I can give back to myself, and anything that I want is possible for me because I know that about myself. I have that sense of self-belief and that sense of self-confidence. And once you have that addressed, you don't have to worry about all the other bullshit. I promise you that. Okay? So I want you to recognize today that you can be the shot caller. Okay? You can be the person that says, I want to take my power back, and I release myself and cleanse and clear any bad shit or any energy that made me feel off. So if I gave my energy too much to a man and, you know, I start to feel down about myself, I come back and collect myself and say, this is just one other human being in the world. There are many other people on this planet. Okay? Those are just 2 friends in my life. There are plenty of other people on this planet that I'm going to meet. Okay? That's just one job. I can create my own job. You know what I mean? And so there's tons of different ways to take these things in your life off of these pedestals and recognize that you are literally the pedestal. You are placing people like they're God and they are not. And when you realize that and become aware that you have the power, you have the say so, you are the one who can shift and shape what you want to come into your life, who you want to deal with and who you don't. That is when you can assert yourself. That is when you can know your boundaries and have a better self-confidence, self-esteem, be more assertive in who you are, and know that the best things that are supposed to come to you will come to you. And the person that you're putting on a pedestal, whether it's a boss, whether it's a job, whether it's a friendship, whether it's romantic, whatever it is, it will come to you. Whatever is not for you will leave, okay? And then you get to start to see how powerful of an attractor you are. And you remind your mind with all that negative bullshit that can happen sometimes, like, nope, stop. I control this situation here. I don't need to run after everything. And if all you need to do is shut off your phone and move on with the day, then do so. So yes, get your mind right. Get yourself right. I hope that this video helped you today. If it did, make sure you comment down below what you learned from the video. Share this video with someone because it could help somebody. Also like this video because that also helps the algorithm to spread this video to other people so they can too learn that they are the prize and they don't have to keep putting these people and these other outside things as pedestals. And also make sure you go down below in my description box. I didn't bring my cards with me today, but I do have affirmational cards that are in my Amazon store, and I'll put the screenshot somewhere around here. So if y'all want to get any type of extra resources, you guys can go there. I also offer one-on-one coaching, and I have other services in my link tree, which I do have in my description box as well. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you watch the next video that pops up on the screen to continue to help you to become the best version of yourself, okay? And with that being said, I'll see y'all next one.